And I want to tell you this, man, it's possible. Whatever it is, whatever doubt you put in your life, whatever fear was placed in your life, whatever opinion was put on your soul, it's possible, right? Your comeback is possible. Your best life is possible. Like some of you have quit on yourself. Some of you have quit on yourself. And you're not a quitter. We're not quitters in here. You quit on yourself, right? And I get it. Certain things happen. People did something to you. Some went wrong. And you quit. You gave up on yourself. Somebody counted you out. Now you counted out yourself. Now all you think about is your limitations. All you think about is what's wrong with you. All you think about, man, there's no more better days. Like, forget that mindset. We're throwing it out the window. We're not going to use that anymore in our life. We're not going to speak death into ourselves. We're not going to speak limitations on our life. We're not going to tell ourselves what we can't be. We're not going to live in impossibility anymore. And this message ain't for everybody. I get it. So if you're in the chat using excuses, this message is not for you. Go listen to somebody else. This is for the person that's sick and tired of being sick and tired. This is for the person that says enough is enough. This is for the person that says, you know what? I know how it feels to be in limitation. I know how it feels to be in setback. I know how it feels to be in loss. I know how it feels to be in lack. And I'm not saying you got to do it like me or be like me, but I know you're an overcomer because you're still here. Everything that was supposed to end you, you are still here. And so my message to you today, and I want you to listen to me. My message to you today, my friend, is don't let it take it away from you. That dream, that worth, whatever it is that you need in your life, that purpose, that faith, don't let it take it away from you. Go get it back. Don't let distractions take it away. Don't let people who don't care about you take it away. Don't let failure take it away. Don't let limitations take it away. Don't let health take it away. Don't let somebody doing you wrong take it away. Don't let problems take it away. Anything. Don't let it take it away from you. Don't let life, don't let circumstances, don't let situations take your dream away from you. Go get it back. And I apologize from yelling, but I'm not yelling. I'm saying this without passion in my heart because I mean this. Because every single day, somebody or something is trying to take it away from you. And you allowed it. Are you allowing it? Go get it back. It's yours. It's not meant for them to have. Your peace, don't let anybody take it away from you. Don't let circumstances take it away from you. Your power, don't let anything take it away from you. And you start living like you ain't capable. Like God ain't got you. Like there ain't more to your life. And I get it. Some people can't handle this talk because it's too real. I understand that. But I care about you too much to see you waste your life. I care about you too much to see you walk okay. To see you live a life that ain't meant for you to live. That ain't you. This subtle version of yourself, that ain't you. And I know where you're at because I've been there in my life where I look in the mirror and I don't even recognize who I am. But I made up in my mind one day and I said, you know what? I'm not going to let anything take it away from me. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to keep it or I'm going to die trying. I refuse to just give up and just accept that this is my life. I refuse to allow a person that didn't care about me make me live a life that I don't deserve to live. To make me live in a worthless state of mind. To make me live in depression because somebody else gave me depression, man. Like somebody gave you depression. Think about that. You're not depressed because of what you're giving yourself. Somebody gave you these hard times. Somebody gave you depression or life tried to force something on you and you believed it. You allowed it to stick to your life. So right now is the time for some of you. I'm not stupid enough to think all of y'all going to take this message and do something with it. But to the you, and you know what I'm talking to the you that's on here right now, and this message is for you, to the you that says, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, to the you that says, no more, I'm going to go get it back, go get it back, go get your peace back, go get your power back, go get your person back, go get your purpose back, go get it back. It ain't too late. I don't care what labels this world tries to put on you. I don't care what mistakes you made. I don't care how many times you failed. I don't care how many people walked out of your life. I don't care if you're alone. I don't care if you got fake people around you. I don't know what it is that's going on in your life, but go get it back. Go get your life back. Go get your health back. Don't just accept that this is how you're supposed to live because the doctor gave you a diagnosis. Go get your health back. Go give everything to your health. Go give everything to your best self. Go get it back. And it's terribly hard to get it back. I understand it's hard to bounce back. It's hard to keep pushing forward. It's hard to keep moving on. But you know what's harder? Stand in the same place of pain. Stand in the same place of lack. Stand in the same place of settledness. Stand in the same place that don't serve your life no more. Go get it back. And I expect people to get off this live because nobody wants to hear the ownership conversation. Nobody wants to hear it all starts with you conversation. See, y'all follow me because I make you feel good. Y'all follow me because I give you a reason to go on. But when we talk about taking ownership over our life, when we talk about, listen, I'm responsible. When we talk about, now I'm not living life no more. I'm going to live in my power. I'm going to live in my greatness. I'm going to live in my best self. We don't want to hear that talk. So for y'all that stayed on here, I'm proud of you. Because the majority of the world is going to go to the next video. It's going to keep scrolling. It's going to go to the next thing that makes them feel good about doing nothing with their life. That's going to make them feel good about staying in the same situation. That's going to make them feel good about blaming and complaining. Not on my watch. I refuse, if I have anything to do with it, I refuse to allow you to continue to live depressed. I refuse to allow you to keep on living like you don't have greatness inside of you. I don't refuse to allow you to keep living like you're not a unique human being. Not on my watch. I know there's more to your life. How do I know? Because you're still here. God is not through with you yet. Facts. I know that there's more to your life, but you got to stop accepting less to experience the more in your life. You got to start believing in yourself and start proving it to yourself. Stop trying to prove them wrong. Stop trying to prove your ex wrong. Stop trying to prove the people in your past wrong. Prove it to yourself. And it starts with you. Go get your life back right now. Go get your peace back. Go get your dream back. And if you got it, don't let anything take it away from you. Don't let ignorant people that don't know nothing about your life, that didn't create you, to control you. That didn't sit here and create your life, that ain't God sitting here telling you what you can be and what you can't do, putting their weak limitations on you, putting their mindset on you, putting their stank attitude on you, putting everything. Nah, don't accept that no more. You know the genius thing that I did that allowed me to be super successful in my life is I didn't believe those people who never did it. I didn't believe the people who never wasn't. I didn't believe the people who have never ever tried to go make something happen with their life. The opinions that were placed on my life, I heard them, but I didn't believe them. I believed in what God showed me. I believed in what God told me. Even when I couldn't see physical evidence, I believed the vision he placed up in my heart in 2009. When people called me crazy, when people called me stupid, when people say, oh, Trent, and I changed the culture in this personal development society where now you see people going on live, speaking life into people, being real and being straight up. When people told me it wasn't possible, outside of being an athlete, Trent, you have no greatness to your life. I didn't believe it. I believe what God showed me. And some of us, we dismissing God and we believe what people telling us. When God has put something in our heart, we sit here believing what people telling us that ain't never did nothing. I can't stand people who tell people what they can't be and what they can't do who have never did it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I can't stand people who put their limitations on other people. I can't stand people who vomit their lack of belief on other people. Don't you allow somebody to take your dream away from you that ain't never done it. Don't you allow somebody to take your peace away from you that's sitting here confused with their own life. Don't allow somebody to take your joy from you that's sitting there in happiness. Don't allow people to put their lack of life on you. Don't allow people to put their perception on you. Don't let problems, don't let situations, don't let lack of finances, don't let lack of resources, don't let anything take it away from you. Because when it takes away your faith, when it takes away your hunger, it's over. It's over. It's not about the things outside of you that stop you. It's about the things outside of you that you allow to penetrate your mindset, to penetrate your belief, that takes over your internal being, that stops you. It's not about the storms outside of you that stops you. It's not about the chaos around you that stops you. It's not about the ignorant people, I hate to say that word, but it's true, that stops you. It's not about the people who, it's not nothing outside of you will stop you. It's not about the worthlessness around you that stops you. It's the things that you allow to seep in your soul and you allow to believe. It's the things that you plant in your life. It's the things that you allow other people to plant in your garden. Let me tell you something. This is real life common sense stuff, right? You wouldn't let a stranger, you wouldn't even let a person that you know, unless you know they were qualified, right? To come into your house or to come to your house and plant in your garden. And I know this seems very stupid, but I want to put it down to common sense so you understand how it works on an emotional and spiritual level. All right, some common sense that you can turn into common practice. I ain't talking about nothing that you can't do. I ain't talking about some Einstein stuff. I'm giving you some common sense. You wouldn't let somebody come to your garden, come to your flower bed and sit here and plant they flowers in your garden. Unless you knew they were qualified, unless you knew that they were master gardeners. What a lot of you are doing, you are allowing people who are not qualified, amateurs. You're allowing strangers to become gardeners in your garden of life. You wouldn't do that in real life, but you know what they're doing? You're allowing somebody who isn't qualified to sit here and plant impossibilities in your life, plant things in your mindset that ain't never done it before. In real life, you wouldn't let somebody come into your garden and just plant stuff. You would call them crazy. You would call the police. You would run after them with a shovel probably, like, get out my yard. Why do we allow people to do this to our life when they have no evidence of success, no evidence of being who you're trying to become, no evidence of actually putting in the work themselves, but yet you allow them to plant seeds in your life, seeds of limitation, seeds of doubt, seeds of fear. People aren't qualified. They aren't qualified gardeners. I'm glad that you're here because hopefully today I'm a qualified gardener in your life. Hopefully you can look at my life and say, man, Trent has actually done it. Man, I believe in what Trent is saying, not because he's perfect, because I know he's purposeful. I know he really speaks from conviction. He really means it. And hopefully I'm a positive gardener in your life. Plant seeds right now of belief. Plant seeds right now of perseverance. Plant seeds right now of endurance. So at some point, your garden becomes more beautiful. At some point, your garden turns into a harvest. At some point, you look at your garden, you say, wow, how did I get here? But for so many of you on this live right now, you're allowing all these outside things and people that have proven to you they don't deserve to be in your garden of life. You're allowing them to plant seeds of worthlessness, plant seeds of chaos, plant seeds of insecurities. And those seeds are taking root. And your garden of life looks like weeds. You ever drove past a house and the garden looks like it's been abandoned? That's what some of your life looks like right now. Not because you don't have the capability to build a beautiful garden. Not because a beautiful garden isn't in you. It is. But you've allowed unqualified, disloyal, amateur gardeners to plant their negativity in your garden of life. You wouldn't do that in real life. So why are you allowing them to do that in your spiritual life, in your emotional life? It's time for you to take care of your garden. Every single conversation, and I know this is extreme, every single interaction, every single thing that you do, Kelly, you need to get that book, Protect Your Peace. You go get it, by the way. It's a book that's going to help your life, I promise you, if you read it. So you need to protect your peace, go pick up that book. And I'm saying it unapologetically because I know how much that book has helped people. I just saw a comment. And y'all in this chat that has Protect Your Peace, you can let her know and everybody else know. That's not just a book. It's an experience that will help your life. It's a beautiful addition to your garden. Because some of our gardens, we're allowing other people to take care of it. And they're doing a terrible, and I would say another word, but I'm not going to say it on this live, a SH, you fill in a blank job. It's time for you to take responsibility over your garden of life. I'm tired of seeing us complain about people, how people treat us. I'm tired of seeing us saying the obvious. I'm tired of blaming everybody else for our life. I'm tired of talking about the same things that happened 10 years ago. I'm tired of doing it. And I got sick and tired in my life of talking about it. I got sick and tired of being addicted to my sad story because every time I told my sad story, it almost made me feel okay with living in my sad story. And until I actually say, you know what, it's time to do something about it, until I say, you know what, I'm not going to let my sad story take my dream away, take my future away, I decided to make a change and I retired that sad story. I stopped talking about it. I stopped putting energy towards it. Some of us, I talked about this on my recent podcast, right? We're not healing because we are literally trying to get a microwave healing, or we're not healing because we're sitting here focused on what we're trying to heal from instead of what we're trying to heal to. What are you trying to heal to? Your best self. What are you trying to heal to? A greater you. We don't care about what we're trying to heal from. We don't care about the person we're trying to move on from, the situation we're trying to move on from. You'll never heal your life trying to focus focus on what you're healing from instead of what you're healing to. You'll never move on focusing on what you're trying to move on from instead of focusing on what you're trying to move on to. It is time to get clear right now on the life that you're going to live, the life that you're going to lead. It's time to get clear and focus right now on your best life. Listen, man, some of us, our life is halfway over. I'm going to be real with you. Some of us, we got days left, years left. I don't know what God has for us, but we sitting here wasting our life, man. You get one of these, and the things that we like wasting our life for don't even care about us. That's the problem. You sit here being sad over a person that don't care about you. And I know it's easier said than done. I know we got trauma and chemical bonds to people. So I know it's a lot harder than what I'm saying. But the point is, I want you to say it like this because I want you to realize what you're allowing to control your life. Life is already hard. So we got to take back our garden. We're not letting anything take it away from us no more. I am very protective over my peace. I'm protective over my mind. I'm protective over my purpose. I'm protective over the things that I love. I'm protective over the things that matter. I'm protective over my energy. I'm protective over my soul. I am, because I know when you let things enter that, when you let things enter the garden of your life that is not supposed to be there, pests, let's call it that, pests, insects, things that are not supposed to be there. When you allow it to enter your garden, it messes up your garden. It is time for you to take ownership over your garden of life and over your life in general. It is time to go get it back. And it starts with you. I know everybody in the chat is clapping, saying amen, saying, yes, I need this message. I love that, but it's time to do something about it. It is time to do something about it. And listen, no disrespect, but all the weak mindsets that can't handle this message, I apologize. This is not for you. I'm talking about the person that says, man, yep, I'm weak in this moment, but not anymore. Yep, I've been broken down, but not anymore. Yep, not anymore. Whatever version of me that I am right now, say hello. If you benefit off this version, say goodbye, because you're not going to see this version of me no more. I am going to move on to my best self. I'm going to meet the greatest me. I want you to meet the greatest you, because there's a future version of yourself that is waiting for you. And you are going to meet the future version of yourself regardless. It's coming. Next year is coming regardless. Who you decide to be when next year shows up, that is on you. Next month is coming regardless. So if you want to get in better health and in better shape, guess what? Next month is coming. Who you decide to be as you show up, when you show up, that's on you. You either can rejoice or you can regret. You can look back and say, dang, I wasted another month of my life living like this. I wasted another month of my life accepting this. I wasted another year talking about things I'm going to change and I didn't do anything about it. Not anymore, man. This is the year where you break through. This is the year where you reclaim your power. This is the year where you grow. This is the year where you progress. This is the year where you stop talking about the things that you going to do and you actually do it. This is the year of action for you. And I'm going to even add this, massive action for your life. And when I talk about ownership again, I know this is not the message that a lot of y'all want to hear, because a lot of you want to place your power and your problems in everybody else's hands. As long as you got somebody to blame, it's okay. It makes you feel good. I understand that. But not anymore. We're not placing our power in people's hands no more. Take full ownership right now. It doesn't mean that you approve the behavior. It doesn't mean that you salute the behavior. It doesn't mean you make whatever it is that happened to you right. It means that you say, I am no longer allowing this, that, whatever it is to control my life anymore. Stop acting like you ain't got the victory. Stop acting like you just a full-time victim. I know you might have been victimized, but you are not a victim. That's not who you are. You're not meant to walk around this life being a victim. I know somebody might have did something to you. I understand that. They might have victimized you. I know this life might have gave you some unfavorable moments, but like I always say, don't let unfavorable moments make you forget that you are still highly favored. And this is life. You got to go get your power back. You got to take your responsibility back. You got to take your responsibility back, because as long as you blaming, as long as you saying, oh, well, it's because of this, it's because of that, I can use that excuse too. I can say it's because I lost my mama. I can say it because I lost my grandma. I can say it because I tore my Achilles. I can say because I lost my grandparents. I can say because my friends did this. I can say because somebody took advantage and took money from me. I can say that some friends did me wrong. I can say this. I can say all those things, and those things will be true. But you know what's going to happen? It's still ain't going to change nothing in my life. So I refuse to give attention and power to things that are done with. And how I'm going to live my life and repay those people and get back is I'm not looking back. Some of you trying to play get back by trying to sit here online and prove to them and do this to them and give energy negative. Nah, we ain't doing that. Your get back is not looking back. Your get back is going to go get your best life. That's your get back. If you want to be petty, let that be your get back. Let them have front row seats of you coming out of your valley and climbing to your peak, of you rebuilding your life, of you moving to your best self. If you want to be petty, let that be your pettiness. Let your happiness be your pettiness. Let your greatness be your pettiness. Let your legendariness, I know I made up that word, be your pettiness. Let that be your pettiness. Don't let going back and forth online be your pettiness. Don't let posting things that just shows you ain't over that person be your pettiness, right? Let your pettiness be, I'm going to live my best life. And by the way, that ain't petty. But if you want to be petty, let that be petty. Them seeing you survive without them. Them seeing you thrive without them. NFL, my pettiness and my get back to those teams that cut me is me being one of the top communicators in the world. That's my pettiness. Yep, you the person that cut me. You the person that gave me this gift. Thank you. Thank you. Let your pettiness be a thank you to them, because maybe they pushed you into a place that held your greatness. You see, I believe all things are working together for the good of those that love the Lord. So that means not the things that just feel good. That means the things you don't understand, the things that don't make sense. That is a mindset, that is a perspective shift. They say, yep, I know it sucks that it happened. I know I'm going through these things, but this is the time where I say everything is working together. Thank you. Thank you, pain. Thank you, terrible person. Thank you to the person that did me wrong. Thank you to the person that thank you. I appreciate you because you built this, right? You built this greatness, right? That's your message. That's the mindset that you got to have. And don't say it's too late. But Trent, you don't realize it. I'm 30, I'm 60. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late to go get your life back. It's never too late. It's never too late. Stop giving yourself an excuse, but nobody cares. Like, that is an excuse. And I'm telling you right now, it's an excuse, because I can find evidence of somebody 80, 90, 70, 30, 40, 50, any age that took their life back. It's a decision that you make right now, and go find out. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. Go find out. Yes, maybe you do all the things and nothing changed in your life. I seriously doubt that, but go find out. At least I give myself a fighting chance. At least I give myself a fighting chance. So that's what I want for y'all today. Okay. This message ain't for everybody. I understand. I get that. I get it. Start being thankful for everything. Okay. Hold on. Let me send a text message out right now. Hold on. I got it. My phone is ringing like crazy. Hold on. My phone is ringing like crazy. There we go. So what's it going to be? And I know this message is sometimes hard for some people to handle. I know it's sometimes hard. I know it's tough. I know sometimes like, man, but Trent, I know. But hopefully when you hear my voice, when you hear my words, hopefully you know that it's possible. And listen, it ain't for everybody. I don't expect everybody in these comments to believe it. I'm not that oblivious to think that everybody's going to receive this message. Probably 8% of you. That's it. For other 92%, you're going to go back to the same complaints, same problems, same stuff. Get on Facebook, talk about the same things you're going to change and not changing, complain about the same person. Like, I want to say this, and this might seem very insensitive, but you know I love y'all. Hopefully you know over these last 15 years that I'm one of the most caring content creators that there is out there. I don't know too many people that really show up and serve like I do. I don't. But I want to tell you this. You know, how can I say this without, I'm just going to say it. This is the thing about life that I realize. And I got to go speak to some young men here tonight. And this is the same message I'm going to tell them. Nobody cares. Outside of people that truly care about you, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your problems. Nobody cares about your complaints. They might be entertained by it. But nobody cares. And what I mean by that is the world is going to keep going. It's facts. There's nobody ever that has stopped the world from spinning because of their death, or because they were sad, or because they had some problems. I haven't seen it yet. things continue to go on. Things continue to move forward regardless. So I'm not telling you that you got to keep going when it's hard. I'm not saying, don't rest. It's not the message. But I do want to tell you that life is going to go on with or without you. And that's something I had to realize in my journey. When I was self-sabotaging, when I was wallowing in self-pity, when I want everybody to feel sorry for me, I quickly woke up and realized that, dang, 3 months passed. 4 months, 5 months. I realized that time was not stopping. So I had a choice. I can sink in my self-pity, or I can swim in my faith. I didn't know where swimming into my faith would lead me, but I did know where sinking in my self-pity would keep me. So I decided to move into the uncertainty because I was certain that if I didn't do anything with my life, nothing was going to change. And so for a lot of you right now that's listening to me and that's hearing my voice, that's going through things, don't get addicted to your pain. Don't get addicted for sympathy. And I know sometimes that's hard to hear when you're going through things, but just understand, outside of the people that do care, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You got to dust yourself off, straighten up your crown, and remember who the hell you are. That's what you have to do, and it's a journey. I'm building myself up right now for my last 3 years. So don't just think that I'm just speaking from the mountaintop. Nah, I'm climbing this mountain right with you. I'm building myself up health-wise. I'm building myself up spiritual-wise. Because the last 3 years, especially the year 2021, 2022, it broke me down. Straight up. But I had a choice in that moment. I could stay there and justifiable people would understand, but ain't nobody stopping. I got a legacy to live, man. I got a legacy to leave. The reason I say legacy to live, because every single day, whether you know it or not, you leaving legacy. Every day, every choice you make, everything you accept or don't accept, it's a part of the legacy. And at some point, when you leave this earth, that's the legacy that you have. And so what I did was I picked up my baton and I said, I'm about to go run a hell of a race of life. This backstretch of life, I'm about to run a hell of a race. And I'm going to make sure, no matter what's happened to me, no matter what happens to me, I'm going to keep running. If I fall down, I'm going to dust myself off and get back up because I got a responsibility. It's disrespectful to my ancestors. It's disrespectful to everybody who sacrificed for me to sit here and wallow in self-pity and pain because something didn't go right, because somebody treated me wrong. Even though that's justifiable and it sucks, I still got a race to run. And you do too. And your race might not look like mine. It won't look like mine. It might not look like your sister or your brother. It might not look like how people think you should run it. But you got a race to run. And I'm just here to remind you that you're capable to run this race effectively and efficiently. You're capable to run this race. You're more than capable. And by default, it's your time. You got a heartbeat? You here listening to my words? It's your time. And if your mental health is in poor shape, physical health in poor shape, work relentlessly to better. It might not get better, but we're not going to sit here and just accept. We going to go find out. Because again, I can find an example of every situation. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've seen a person with no limbs. I've seen paralyzed people. I've seen people I've seen it all. And I've seen people still go run their race.